Now, in this world, there are two kinds of people that you're probably going to encounter. The first type are the real ones, the best of the best, the great people. And then on the other side, we have the fake, smelly, ratty bastards. And in this Overwatch 2 tier list, I'm going to be trying to separate them into two categories, the fake ones and the shit ones. Well, not really two categories. I mean, I've got 5 different tiers here. So anyway, I'm going to start off at the top with the best of the best, like the ones you literally want to grab and kiss. And then I'm going to slowly work my way down, like slowly getting more shittier, more slimy, more disgusting, until we get to the poison tier. And then these people are literally the most punchable people in the Overwatch universe. So anyway, let's begin with Reinhardt. Now this guy, in my opinion, is the realest motherfucker in Overwatch. And this is based purely off the animated shorts. If you've watched it, you'll know what I mean. This guy was willing to sacrifice himself at a young age to save his entire team. I mean, unfortunately, he kinda let his best friend die, but at the same time, he saved basically everyone else's life. So for that, for me, is straight realness. So he has to go number 1. Next up, we have Soldier 76, and yet again, I'm basing this off the animated short that he was in. This guy literally saved a child from being blown to absolute smithereens. So for that, again, complete realness, what an absolute hero, has to go number 2. Now we've got Doomfist. Now this is one of the more interesting choices, but my justification for putting him in the top tier, I was thinking, if you're the leader of an entire clan, you have to be somewhat real, like you have to be somewhat trustable, or else none of these motherfuckers are gonna wanna work for you, you know what I mean? Like, I think Reaper, Sombra, and someone else works for this guy. Like, Reaper could possibly take out Doomfist, so on that basis, Doomfist has to be a trustable guy, if you can see my logic I'm using here. So for that reason, I'm putting him in this tier as well. I mean, he could still probably be a fake rat, and maybe he's just extremely powerful, and maybe he can just overpower everyone in his organization. Maybe that's why he's the leader, but I'm not going to use that logic. I mean, Torbjorn has literally kept it like a 100 with Reinhardt. Them and Reinhardt are boys, and for that level of friendship, again, realism has to go in the tier. And speaking of missized friendships, it's the exact same logic I'm gonna use for Roadhog and Junkrat. I mean, their friendship is fucking legendary. Even though one of them is fat as fuck and the other one is skinny as fuck, they're still absolute boys. So for that, they both go into the real category. Now for Echo. If you saw the Overwatch 2 launch trailer and you saw the way this girl, well, robot anyway, flew in to save Winston's ass when Winston was fighting that gigantic, huge ass robot, for that, nah, she's the realest, has to go into the top tier. And Winston literally took on a humongous, massive, lanky ass robot to save the life of his entire team. So for that, again, just pure love. And another one, Mercy came to the aid of Winston as well during that highlight, during that Overwatch 2 launch trailer. So again, realism, she helped Winston even when she could have got blown up by the gigantic robot, or at least lasered by the gigantic robot. And plus, Mercy's like a fucking doctor, like she has to be somewhat of a nice person, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be a doctor and also be a menace to society at the same time, can you now? Like, so, yeah. Zarya is just extraordinarily patriotic, so I think she's one of those people that if you're from the same country as her, and then it's thumbs up, but if you're from like a rival country, and then you're probably gonna get your shit smashed in your face. So yeah, but she's real to the people that are from the same country, so I guess she is real in a way. Zenyatta is just a really nice guy. He probably smells of flowers. He just looks like an absolute phenomenal guy. Of course, when Genji nearly got unalived by his brother, and then Zenyatta was there to help Genji recover physically and mentally. So for me, he's a real guy, proper guy you want around you, a proper friend as well. So yeah, can't say enough positive things about Zenyatta, apart from the fact he really needs to heal more in-game, but apart from that, top guy. Now, I know this entire list is based on toxicity, and by that logic, Moira probably shouldn't be near the top when it comes to realness, because that bitch talks a lot of shit. But I will say she does come off as the kind of person, although that she's evil, if she fucks with you, she fucks with you really hard. She seems like the kind of person that's very, very loyal to her friends, and like a cunt to someone who's not her friends. So similar to Zarya in a way. So yeah, I feel like she would be a real person. So that completes the ranking for the realest people in the game. So now I'm going to move on to the people that are still real, but just not that elite level of realness. Now Lucio comes off as a really nice guy, proper friendly top geezer, someone you'd love to just be around, love to fuck around with, top guy. But the only reason why he's not in the tier above, this guy plays football. I play a lot of football as well, and I know from experience, people who play football are not exactly the realest people. Some of these are the most fakest people you'll ever meet in your life. So for that reason, unfortunately, he's not in the top tier. Now, Genji is kind of like Zenyatta in that he comes off as super like motivating to be around, like very uplifting, always pushing you to be your best, not toxic at all. So for that reason, he has to go near the top. The only reason why he's not at the very top, it's because he's brothers with Hanzo, and Hanzo is just a mess. Now, Symmetra, for me, just sounds like someone who's very real and very honest, and also very nice to be around. So that's the only reason why she's here, to be honest. And Trace is just a really friendly person. And also, she didn't just let Winston unalive himself in the Overwatch 2 highlight intro thing. She was actually saying to him that she would help fight the massive robots, and she was actually genuinely concerned for Winston's safety. So she is kind of real. She does care for her friends. So yeah, that's another reason why she's here. Now we're moving swiftly on to the chill category. These are literally the most bang average, your average Joe people. They're not real, but they're not fake either. They're just the normal, ordinary people. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, the only reason why I put Mei in this category is because the category is called chill, and Mei, you get the joke? Yeah, that's literally the only reason why. If I'm being honest, Mei is literal poison. Now, Diva could actually be a lot worse in this category because she is a competitive gamer, and we all know how fucking toxic competitive gamers and gamers in general are. So yeah, Sigma is not chill in any stretch of the imagination. This motherfucker is insane, but then it didn't feel right putting Sigma in the rats category or even the real category, so that's why he's here. And Sojourn, I don't know anything about Sojourn. I don't know anything about personality, so that again is why she's here. I've just realized not a single one of these heroes is in this category because they actually deserve to be in this category. That is mad. Okay, so now it's time to move on to the shitty categories. These are the shit people. We're going to start off with Rat. And firstly, we've got Anna. Now, Anna is in there purely because she cares more about Reinhardt than she does about her own fucking daughter. So that's why she's in Rat. McCree literally backstabbed his own gang, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, Rat. Hanzo tried to kill his own fucking brother, which is mad. Ash tried to kill McCree, which is rat behavior. Hammond literally is a rat. Orisa's trying to snitch on McCree for $20 million, which is more rat behavior. Reaper literally stabbed Soldier 76 and the rest of those motherfuckers in the back, so yeah. And Bastion is the worst one. He literally turned his back on the other Bastion droids. Like, his main mission was to destroy the city as revenge for his people. And instead, this guy pussied out. And yeah, that was a joke, by the way. Anyway, that sums up the rats category. Now it's time to move on to the worst of the worst. the poison category. And we're going to start off with Sombra. Sombra is literally the most toxic person in this entire game. In game, out of game. She is absolutely cancer to be around. Horrific human. Farah is literally toxic to her mother. I know Anna deserves the toxicness from her daughter, but still, it's not cool to hate on your mother. So for that reason, Farah's in poison. I honestly just don't like Brigitte, to be honest. Like, it's not, I don't even have much of a reason. I just still hate her from when she was first introduced to the game. She was so ass to play against. But yeah, she seems like a nice person though anyway. Do you guys remember that animated short with, I don't know what it's called, but when like Talon was trying to take over some fucking base or something, and Widowmaker had her sights on Reaper and was fully about to pull the trigger on him? Well, at least that's what I think anyway. So for that reason alone, she's poisoned. She can go fuck herself. And finally, we have Junker Queen. Now, I'm not sure what it is, but she just gives me the vibe of a crazy dictator who's got like all the money of all the people in the town and just refuses to help out all the poor people and just lets them die. So yeah, for that alone, she is kind of poison, I can't lie. But anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, of course, this video is all a joke. All these videos are basically jokes. And yeah, hope you guys have a good day. And yeah, catch you later.